think I'll take my sunglasses off so you can see me. I am going to try something different today. It is, we've changed seasons, but not harshly. It's almost 10 above, and so we got all that snow and lots of cold and frost, and now it's melting and it's incredibly slippery. It is so icy. And so I've been thinking an awful lot this week. What seems to be the theme is limits, and how I can push against them and batter against my limits in service to my goals. Or alternatively, I can embrace them and even be grateful for the limits as constraints on all of the chaos that is possible. So I'm out here with the horses and they're very happy, and yes, I'm now going to get possessive. But what I was thinking of doing is actually haltering up Blue Jay, who is our, where is she? I'm trying to get her in the frame and I can't work with this selfie stick very well. Anyway, she's there. There she is, hanging back as usual. And I don't give her a ton of, one-on-one attention. She definitely gets extra food and extra, time alone. And I try to make sure her weight is up, but she's never really been my horse. She is a horse I bought for the kids and soon figured out was not a suitable kids horse at all. And so became a project horse for, my teenage son, and then later a project horse for our teenage neighbor. And she's done wonderful. She's a very much a sweetheart, but she's not easy. She's sensitive. And so anyway, all that to say that there's a lot of limits going on in the day. And one of them is the terrain, which is so slippery. It's not harsh. One of them is my relationship with Blue Jay, which I don't really know the limits of like I do this girl, or even Eclipse, who I spend more time with along supporting Heidi. Blue Jay is more of our lovely older mare. And so I thought I'd take some time to slowly catch her. Last time I did that, there were a lot of feelings in the herd, and we'll see how that's going. And also, I'd like to see what her relationship with me can handle, and to spend time exploring those limits without challenging them, just getting to know them, which is a different way of me approaching a plan. So I'm going to pause this and manage my herd while I catch her. Okay, I'm going to carry on. She's very happy to be caught. Tundra and Eclipse are giving me space. I've been really working on that, manners. And now we're just going to walk through the herd and out and go for a little bit of a relationship kind of, experience. I have got a whip because I want to defend my space, and sure enough, Tundra is like swishing her tail. She is irritated. I'm gonna go slow because of the terrain. I'm really wanting this to be me being aware of my limits, my horse's limits, my defined space, and Tundra's giving us space in the back, which I appreciate. I'm going a different way that is a little bit less iced up. And yeah, I just want this to be a little bit more aware of the whole situation rather than just my plan. So I just need to pause. Okay, so we're out of the pasture now and into our yard. Sorry. And yeah, I'm gonna walk being mindful of footing. I really am thinking of taking Blue Jay into our little outdoor riding arena and doing some stuff with her at Liberty and seeing what she wants to do. She may want to have nothing to do with me. Tundra tends to follow me, and I sort of assume that, but I don't know what Blue Jay would choose. And so this is a nice time to just check that out. We're just gonna be very careful crossing paths that are packed down. You can hear my dog who's a little bit anxious about me being out of sight. Her limits are being stretched too. There we go. All right. So Blue Jay is looking very smug and very happy. She always does a lot of licking and chewing. And she is a very sweet mare. And you know, very well broke to ride, and I have ridden her, but not often, and not enough that I would feel it was polite to just... I did this before. A couple summers ago, I just started riding her because my mare at the time was too sick, and I wanted to have some time in the saddle. So I just got on her because I know she's well broke, and started riding her, and she wasn't super happy about it. My cues are different from my neighbor girl's cues, and my pace is different, and my expectations are different, and all of that I didn't really factor in. I wasn't thinking of her as anything more than a very beautiful tool, and so I didn't treat her as a being with preferences and expectations and comfort levels and all of that. And so I just got on and started riding, and she was just a little bit, and it's subtle because she's so sweet, but a little bit grouchy the next time that I went and caught her. And so that's so unusual for her that I've thought about that a lot, and how yes, right, Blue Jay? And how there's manners, like there's this thing of getting to know you, not just thinking of you as a generic horse who is available to me. It's not all about me. So I'm gonna just stop and yeah. Oh. Good girl. Yeah, she's very excited about treats because she doesn't get as many. There you go. Yeah. Just so happy. Okay, and so I'm just gonna I think she's happy to be with me, but I'm gonna walk around and just kind of see what my relationship with her is like these days. And so, well, that's nice. You're right there. And like, this is such a nice way of going about horses for me, because it still acknowledges that I might have a plan. Maybe I want to ride you this winter. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm capable of in terms of scheduling, but I just stopped with her. She stopped and I stopped, and that's okay too. Interesting. So I'm going to walk away again, see what happens. She might be just happy to have the grass. There we go. We'll see. Anyway, I don't really know what I am capable of, but I would possibly like to ride her again, and then that brings up the limits of her age and her conditioning. Our neighbor girl has grown up and away and is not able to ride her regularly anymore, so she's fat and furry, and so I would need to consider that. I wouldn't want to get into a routine. I would want to maybe do some groundwork first and some round penning just to see what her stamina is like and all of that. And also this footing, right, is a big deal. And so if the snow all melts before we get the next dump, then we're maybe good. But if it doesn't, we're going to have an underlay of really slippery stuff underneath the winter, and that changes what's possible in terms of riding here. So anyway, that's my thinking for the day. Let's see if I can entice her to come and connect with me. I'm just going to come up closer. She's so happy, and this mare is very happy to be singled out. I think just being loved on and petted is actually a really nice thing for her. Having the chance to graze without being bothered is probably lovely, as she is very much the bottom in the herd, the bottom, but yet the anchor. So yeah, I don't have the bond with her that Tundra does. So when I walk away, she's just staying there. And so I would need to acknowledge that if I was to restart this relationship. So that's my walk and talk today. It's just all about how, you know, our limits are better. Well, they're not bad. I've always thought they were bad. I could think a lot of things about my animals and their behavior and choices, or I can explore, ask questions, be curious, generally live in reality. So I think I'll do that. Anyway, happy winter. Here we are.